this one and try to move forward with this one?
No, we've got to be better. I think that's the bottom line. I've got to be better. We've got to be better, and that's how I see it.
Thanks.
Acutely aware of what it takes to finish on top, the Penguins reach the midpoint of the season, needing a steep ascension to get back there.
He scored!
We've got to become a team that generates offense different ways.
Becoming a team is unique every season.
What the f*** are you gonna do? You know where to find me. You know where to find me.
Finding momentum in different places.
It's the best game that we've played all year long.
In hopes of once again becoming the best. This Penguins team knows the journey that awaits them. They know it won't be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. Like most planes heading to Las Vegas, this one was carrying passengers looking for an escape. The trip was filled with anticipation, and, of course, they were hoping for a win.
I heard about the city a lot, even from people or movies or whatever. You hear it's like the fun city, so I had a chance to walk through it, see all the stuff, and then we had NHL game there, so I feel like I couldn't have like better chance to visit the city than this way. It was unbelievable.
From my point of view, going into Vegas was so much different than just going into other new cities that I've gone into in the past. There's a lot more to do there than just go to a hockey game. And we were there for an extra day. I think it was a nice break for the players. It was something a little bit different. Once we get past the first time, hopefully it's more focus on the game and not all the surroundings. But I give Vegas a lot of credit. They've done a nice job with their franchise.
The focus of this game, however, centered on the goalies. Facing Marc-Andre Fleury for the first time was a spectacle, even in Vegas. And while he wasn't in the spotlight, no one had a better view than the newest Penguins goalie, Tristan Jarry.
How the skates? You gonna skate faster?
I'll have to try after practice.
That blew you away last time.
Yeah, but you had strategy. You tire us out before we go. Offside! Offside again. You were offside 4 times. You were stick handling in the center dot. Those wouldn't count, that's all I'm saying. Wow, good save. Foreign territory for you, Dom. Never been out here before. Glove save.
You again? You didn't stop it.
Yes, I did.
Again, you didn't stop it.
That's not even a shot on net. Just once. Oh, block shot, block shot. How many have you scored today? 0. 0. What time is it?
We got 20 minutes.
Takes me 35 to get undressed.
Well, then you're already late, so it doesn't matter.
The Penguins kick off a 3-game road trip with their first ever visit to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada to take on old friend Marc-Andre Fleury and the Vegas Golden Knights.
It's obviously going to be an emotional game for you, so how do you block out those emotions and kind of prevent them from becoming a distraction?
Just thinking about the puck, trying to stop the puck, and not worry too much about what guys are thinking that they're gonna shoot at, what they're thinking that I'm thinking, I face them so much. I think it'll feel surreal a bit, playing them, but that's the way it goes.
It'll be different. It'll be an interesting feeling, one that I've never experienced before, playing against a guy who I know really well and who I've played with, much less a guy who I idolized growing up and I was lucky to play with for a couple of years. So maybe I'll have a better understanding of what it's like after the game, but it's a tough one to pinpoint emotionally.
All right, here we go. Some good stuff here with the goalies.
It was a great goalie matchup. It was to be expected. There was a lot of emotions around the game, obviously, with Marc-Andre being such a big part of our team for such a long time. And the game probably played out the way you would expect it, the way it was scripted.
Go, buddy. Right up, weak side. Let's go.
Tap back over to the right side. Chance Miller's wrist shot block. Back over, score! From the bottom of the circle, it's James Neal. 1:41 seconds in.
Heads up, heads up, heads up.
Top the right circle for Haula. He'll turn and shoot. That's blocked off by Crosby. Loose puck, and it's a foot race. Sidney Crosby gets to it down the right wing on the backhand. Glove save made by Fleury.
David Perron walking in the corner, looking for a play. Got it over Neal. Shot stopped by Murray. Big save with the right leg. Crosby between the legs, pass. No right there. Quickly it up, gets it over Dumoulin. Shoots one. Stopped by Fleury.
Sheahan on the backhand, centering pass. In front, it's Hagelin, side of the net. Ian Cole scores! And the Penguins have tied this game up.
It's tipped by Crosby off the outside of the goal. On the follow, walks out, shoots one off the post.
Is that close? It's a bar. See the iPad? Oh.
It's intercepted. Haula is in. On the forehand, drop pass. Drive, score! John Merrill.
This team in Las Vegas is for real.
The Penguins have now hit stop number 2 on this 3-game road trip as they make their first and only trip this season to the Valley of the Sun, and do so quite simply needing a win. Their record sits at 16-14-3.
The Arizona game we knew would be tough. I mean, it's a hard-working team. Sometimes it's hard for a team like ours to get up for that game, despite the fact we need to, based on where we are in the standings. So we knew we were in for a tough game.
A chance for the Penguins here, shorthanded. Brian Rust with Rowney. Back at best. Rowney, he scores! Shorthanded goal!
Centering pass comes in on Ranta. A couple saves there, and it goes in! Right in front was Evgeny Malkin.
All games are important for us right now.
And Cousins, curl and drag your fire. He scores!
It was a game that we came out of a little bit on our heels, didn't know what to expect, and I think we battled it through, and we had overall a great game.
They got back in the game in the third period, and it was tight down to the end. But, you know, anybody that follows the Penguins know that we haven't got many breaks this year, and we finally got a break on Ole's goal.
At the right point, goes cross ice for Mata with a drive. Scores! Ole Mata, 14 seconds to go in regulation.
I think it's a break that was long overdue.
Let's go, 5-9er. Come up. All right. Stay hot. Yeah, Bert. Let's go here. Back home. Long time. Center right, center right, center right.
Comes back to Letang for a drive right into the glove.
Oh, what I found.
Face-off win for Pittsburgh. Back to Ruedel. Rister, chest save. Oh, trickles in. Score!
Yeah. That's a nice one. Holy. Nice draw. Nice goal, fellas. Chest 5-fold gets on its side and rolls over goal. Nice one. I thought he had it until I heard the crowd, and that's why I was like, I'm gonna go.
Rantanen for Tyson Berry. Slap shot, score! Power play goal for the Avalanche. There's traffic in front, and it finds its way into the back of the net.
Rust back into the Avalanche end, works around a check. Brian Rust along the near wall.
Right!
Right circle for Rust with a shot. Kick save made by Varlamov.
Good save. Gotta bury that.
Off the rebound, it's poked into the net, and the Penguins fall in the final game of this 3-game road trip by a final score of 4-2 to the Colorado Avalanche.
Five days before Christmas, the Penguins played Santa, bringing gifts and smiles to kids' faces whose battles are much tougher than theirs.
kids are the most precious thing we can have, and they don't deserve to be sick. To visit them, try to bring a smile on their face, it's a great thing that we do, and it puts everything in perspective to be grateful for what we have.
What's up, buddy? That's your Lucas? Whoa! Ouch! There you go, bud. It's from Santa, not from me, so. All right, bud. Have a Merry Christmas. We enjoy coming here and just to see the smile on the kid's face, and see the reaction. A couple of kids that open the gifts, that says it all, so that's why we're here.
Oh, you got a green one now.
I took him to his first Penguins game, and ever since then he's been obsessed with Phil Kessel and pretty much anything Phil.
I'm gonna go again. Here's your red.
Hey, Ryder. I'm Sid. Got some gifts for you. Sweet socks.
It was just super cool because I was like waiting to get discharged, and we ended up waiting for like an extra half an hour just to see the Penguins, and it was so cool.
He's been a frequent flyer here at Children's since he was 15 months, honestly. He's a huge Pens fan, So I cried, of course, and he cried.
He wants to sing a national anthem.
Really? You have to talk to Jeff Jimerson then. He's the man, huh?
I want to sing there. I think I got it. I think if I like practice it a lot, maybe Jeff Jimerson will be like, all right, my time's up. You can sing for one time.
That'd be awesome. We'll be looking for you then. Give us a wave when you get out there.
It just meant more than they really know. They were so sweet, and as a mom and a dad, we see him go through all this stuff, but for them to walk in there, it was just really, really special to us.
The Penguins are back on home ice. They'll begin a 3-game homestand here, wrapped around the Christmas holiday, and currently out of the playoff picture. Well, the Pens, of course, made a deal, obtaining defenseman Jamie Alexiak from the Dallas Stars for a 4th-round choice in 2019. He'll be in uniform tonight.
Come on, D-Corp, show me something! Come on, George, you ugly let's go, girl! Woo! That's it, Rick! An absolute wagon.
Tang with it. Onto the left side to Phil Kessel.
Come on, baby, come on.
Shooting the pocket, stick and goes in!
Nice, hard enough!
Getting a fast lane grab off.
Patrick Hornquist on the redirect, Mikey.
Next try, Finn. Next time.
That's what he brings to our team, momentum. He throws his body around, and when he drops the mid, always give a big boost to our team.
A couple meats, eh? Just a couple meats sitting in the box.
He's a guy that's got a lot of success on that part of the game.
I'm well aware of knock you out, though.
Evgeny Malkin revving it up for Pittsburgh. With Kessel, drop back, Crosby's in, he fires spot on, swatted at Malkin, he scores!
Wow.
Penguins keep the grinders out there. Ryan Reeves goes in on the forecheck once again.
I hit that kid behind the net, and my own stick went through my top. Tried to get up and trip myself.
We're going to go to a shootout.
Come on.
The Penguins will play the Ducks here tonight. It's the second of a 3-game homestand for the Penguins. They're coming off a victory.
We just didn't play very well at all. We didn't have any juice.
Huntley under the net, shoots and scores.
We didn't have any determination. It was hard to explain.
And the shutout will be posted.
It was a bad game at home. I'm hoping that that's a turning point.
The Penguins, coming off a loss, have to get back to work. And tonight they're going to take on a Columbus team that they played just last Thursday and beat them in a shootout. And now they come back into town here to begin the second half of the season.
is time for the Penguins to start playing like champions. It starts tonight against the Blue Jackets.
Good goal. Go down fast up the board.
Have your feet, bring your feet over.
What about him?
Yeah, you're good there. Stay on.
Go, go!
Sedlak taps it over to the bar for Jones. Fires one off the back wall. Milano shoots and scores on the carom. Sonny Milano.
Left side of Jenner walking in, he scores. He beats Murray on the stick hand side to make it 2-0.
Too easy, Mikey. That's just too easy.
We gotta start playing harder here. Fast midfield, let's go.
Has a lot of space. Dusts it off. Fires. Then it's hit by Malkin. He scores! Four! Evgeny Malkin. 1 goal game.
It's 13 from Kretschmer and Crosby on the power play. 14.
Bro? Score, I can't change.
Behind the net now. Walker Hogersrath gets up. He scores!
Jackets are stunned right now. Absolutely stunned. They cannot believe the Penguins have come back on them again.
And for the second consecutive game with the Jackets, we're going to go to overtime. He goes back, we got a man in front. Dumoulin trying to finish, and he's stunned by Bobrovsky. Rebound, Crosby!
We might have a coach's challenge here, folks. After further review, there was goaltender interference, therefore there is no
More to the story. Do not go away.
Let's go right back at it here.
First shooter for the Penguins will be Evgeny Malkin. Put him between the legs, and he goaltender Bobrovsky.
It was hard to the backhand, to the forehand, and when the wickets got open, he wedged it 5-hole.
Jackets must score here, or it's over. And Aaron's the shooter. Has 2 goals on the night.
Winding his way in against Matt Murray. Cuts toward the net back, and he's stopped by Matt Murray.
Well, why not get 2 chances to celebrate?
The Pittsburgh Penguins in the shootout have won this game, and your final score. Pittsburgh 5 and Columbus 4.
We'll see if he rushes this. To be. No, try it on. Let's see. You're running back, no?
They won't see you.
I see before. Whoa!
Nice feet, really fast.
Back-to-back losses was no way to ring in the new year. But for the Penguins, it helped provide some new resolutions.
Detroit Red Wings knock off the Penguins on New Year's Eve, 4-1 at Little Caesars Arena, as time will expire on the Penguins and on 2017. You turn the calendar to 2018, and somewhere the Penguins need to find something. This group has a very high standard. This coaching staff has a high standard for their players.
Making it 4 games before your bye week. How important stretch is this for you guys?
The way I look at it is we have 1 game that we have to win, and that's tonight, and we're not looking beyond it.
Yeah, baby. Bang, Rick.
Play against teams that you have histories against. Those are the most exciting games to be a part of, and I think our team is at its best when we're invested emotionally.
And that will do it. 2-game losing streak, history for the Penguins. They kick off 2018 with a victory, 5-1, the final score over the Philadelphia Flyers.
The Penguins returning to home ice after they completed a 3-game road trip. They lost the first 2, but bounced back nicely to get a victory in Philadelphia. They got a chance. Skinner coming towards the net. Pristine scoring. Skinner whips it by Murray on the glove hand side from 25 feet away, and it's 1-0 Carolina.
I'm familiar with those guys. They've done a nice job, even the past couple of seasons. When they didn't make the playoffs, they were a hard team to play against.
Mike, you haven't been able to win consecutive games going back to early December. Has there been any one impediment towards being able to string wins together?
It starts with a compete level and a mindset and a willingness to win puck battles. When a team gets a lift, if they score a goal, we've got to find some pushback in our game so we get momentum back.
Sometimes the most overlooked component of a hockey game is the ice itself. Not so for Brandon Radicke and his crew.
So the first thing I check when I come in is our ice depths. That plays a critical part of what we do with what we're going to run for temperatures for the night. Hey, you're on camera now, so. So they've already made ice this morning. We had a basketball event, I think it was last night, so it's a pretty easy changeover from that. But these guys got it all ready this morning and it looks great. 56 in the building. When we start the game, we'll be 56, 57, and we'll end at about 60. Don't like to get much warmer than that. Players don't like to skate too warm, so that's why we keep it like that. So what they're doing now, the machines are just going to dry cut with wash water. So there won't be any water put down on the backside. It's actually put on inside of it, inside the conditioner. So it'll look kind of wet, but it fills in all the ruts with slush. I talk to multiple players almost every day. I get good feedback and bad feedback, and I take it for what it's, you know, what they're feeling, and then make adjustments from there. Was the last game bouncy?
Once it starts bouncing,
It doesn't stop. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I forgot.
The ice has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
Best
Yeah.
ice I've had in years.
Yeah, good fake. Coming here 3 years ago, I was brought in to make the ice more consistent, and that wouldn't have been able to be done without the help of the utility guys and the engineering staff. It's been awesome. They work their butts off to make it happen, so it's been really good.
We have to play every game like it's a playoff game in the second half. Bring everything we got. As long as we do that, the Penguins will be fine.
A certain part of the year, you're confident going into the game that you're going to win that game. And I think that's something that's been one of our trend in the past few years. Like, we know it didn't matter. We would find a way to win.
At this point in time, there's not a lot of margin for error.
5 seconds left in the period. It's popped out. Malkin scores!
I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. The last couple of games is the first part of the season where I can feel the juice.
I feel like kind of dirty.
Clean it. I get annoyed with the mustache, so I trim the mustache, but I love the beard.
I trim my mustache. Like I just feel like weird.
Get it out of your lips.
I've got all on camera.
All of it. And I'm mic'd up. Yep. Look at him. He's giggling over there.